All right, so today we're going to look at a little game called Dragon Eclipse. Dragon Eclipse is a game that's either a board game based on the video game or a video game based on the board game. Not really sure which one it is. So, in this game, this is basically like a card battler. This is something you're going to be having a deck of cards. You're going to be having some Pokemon-like monsters that have special abilities. You're going to be going to town, as you can see on the screen, and doing all sorts of things, killing monsters, and hoping at the end to beat the big bad. You can see here that you can buy certain relics and artifacts and whatnot. There's lots of people in town you can speak with. There's actually an animal trainer. You can actually talk to your animals in town. This very much so takes a lot of things from card battlers you've seen before and from, I guess, Pokemon, being able to kind of evolve your monsters as well. There was only one character available to me. I haven't unlocked the rest, so we're going to use her. And you can see the different creatures that you can have. They can all be I should say, can be unlocked as you play. And you can set up where they are in the line. So let's show you how a battle works. So the way it's going to work is you're going to have people in different aisles. They're either going to be front, middle, or last. And you can see the monsters. They are going to tell you who they are going to attack. So the guy in front right now is going to attack the guy in the middle for 3. So when you play cards, you need to make sure that your guy in the middle is protected from the damage. Now he's going to attack the guy in front for 6, and if there's nowhere where it says who's getting attacked, it's always the person in front. Each of your creatures have an activation and they have a talent. They're 2 different things. The activation of my big turtle dude in the front is armor. The activation of the tree guy in the back that kind of looks a little bit, well, doesn't really look anything like, but is kind of like Groot. He does like a debuff. When you're done hopefully beating the people, you're going to get something called a Mistberry and gold. The Mistberries can be used to unlock more slots for artifacts on the bottom, and can be used, of course, to buy cards. If you don't buy anything, you'll just gain more Mistberries, and you can see on the screen on the top left, it tells you, the little blue berries, how many you have, and it also tells you how much gold that you have. Next to each character, you can see like a broken wood sword thing. That tells you how much power they have. In other words, how much damage they're going to do if they're able to do full damage. Each of those glowing purple nodes on the map, if it's 1, it means it's going to be an easy fight. 2 of them means it's going to be a medium type of fight or a hard fight. And 3 means it's going to be a very difficult fight. There may be 2 people, 3 people, and they're going to have advanced hit points. They're going to have special mechanics that they use. Later on in the video, you're going to see someone that can actually drag somebody front to back. Another thing you can do in the game is you can adjust before you attack where people are. So, for example, let's say they're going to attack the tree dude I have in the back, and he doesn't have a lot of hit points, right? Let's say I wanted my turtle guy in the back just so he can absorb some of that damage. I could just switch positions with them, okay? Or let's say they're going to drag, and like I said, this will come up in a minute, they're going to drag a person from the back line to the front line, and that usually happens before any of the creatures attack. Let's say they were going to do that. I could put my turtle dude, who's got all the shields in the back, let him get dragged to the front, and then him kind of take all the damage. All right? When you're in the little area where you're going to be walking around, there are little areas you can stop in. Here you can either heal somebody, you can train them. They're called mistlings in the game, as it's said on the screen. For 100 gold, you can give them 1 extra power, or you can heal them to full. Once you've unlocked these little areas, those little temples, you can go back to them as many times as you want. So, like, as I carry on, you can keep going back. On the top of the screen, you see it says 6 days to eclipse. That means you have 6 more battles until the main bad guy is going to come out. So you have 6 chances to improve your deck and improve your characters before you're going to have to fight the big bad guy. And in this case, the big bad guy is like a big old dragon. And I do show some of that a little later. So in the middle, there was a merchant you could buy cards from, and this is considered a hard battle. All right, and you can see there's different mechanics in place. The guy in the back, see, he has like a fishing line. He's going to use that to be able to pull people back to front. All right, and you're going to see that momentarily. And the cards are pretty straightforward, right? Apply shield. You can heal your minions or your minions. You can heal your characters with the character in front, little turtle guy. I know they have names. I forgot what they are. You can gain energy. You can activate a misling or attack with a misling. Activate and attack are two entirely different things. Okay, when I first started playing this, I would always get them confused, but yeah, make sure you're aware of that when you play for the first time. And you can see the guy in the back, the fishing pole tells you that little thing. See, he just used the fishing pole and pulled him to the front, but luckily I shielded him because I knew that was coming. In the middle here, you can see the little scorpion centipede thing. He's going to attack everyone for 3 damage. Okay, and you can see how I can move people around. I didn't show the whole fight. Now, the one thing with this game, the fights take a long time. All right, they take really long. I've played Slay the Spire. I've played a lot of games like that, and this game takes longer than almost any of them. The guys don't do a whole lot of damage until near the end of your run through, right? Near the end of your first run. They don't, you're hitting for 2 damage, 1 damage, it's not that much, and it makes these fights take a long time. Perhaps I'm doing something wrong. Perhaps I should be leveling them up a little faster, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. I just got an artifact, as you can see, with the tree guy who's in front. He's going to attack now 3 times and 3 damage for each time. So he's going to do quite a bit of damage now, right? But even with that, some of these battles take a while. Like at one battle I remember, this entire video I've cut down, but just doing this run was about 45 minutes. And some of the earlier battles took longer than the boss battle did. Now, granted, my guys were doing a lot more damage, but it just seemed a little off the way it was paced. I just, coming from Slay the Spire, where it's like really quick and really, it just seemed really fast, and it seemed like, I didn't have that varied of abilities. So like, if you're not playing cards, what you can do, and this is an elite battle right here. This is like the hardest of the battles. If you're not, I've already lost my train of thought. Anyway, so the turtle in the back, right? You can see he has 11 damage right now. That's because he also just received an artifact where he randomly gets 0 to 10 additional damage for the first turn of the fight. So obviously that helps speed things along and, kill these guys a little quicker. But yeah, what I was saying, I believe, is the pacing is kind of really slow for some reason in my mind. It feels like it should be a little, I should be feeling like, yeah, I'm really like slaughtering these guys, and my decisions matter. When you're done playing your cards, is what I was saying. That's right. When you're done playing the cards and the attacks happen, each of your little mislings are going to attack the enemies, and depending on what their power is, it's going to depend on how much damage they do. So if you look, my turtle guy has 3 artifacts. Once you get to 4 artifacts, they turn into something a little more powerful. They get special abilities. They get you'll see when it pops up. The cards on top, every turn, again, just like every other card battler, you get to pick a card from there to increase the options you have available to you. Generally speaking, you only have 3 energy unless you play an energy card to get you 4. But for the most part, you have 3 energy. Some of the attack cards cost 2. The base attack cards cost 2. And that leaves you with like 1 other card you can play. So at most, you're kind of playing 2 cards per turn. This is an upgrader. You got to fight your way here. This allows you to kind of upgrade your cards. These are just some of the cards I have in my deck. This is a cool card. It lets you activate a misling 5 times. But again, activation and attack are 2 different things. So if I have an activation that's going to give me shields, it's going to do that 5 times. So if each activation gives me 2 shields, I'm going to end up with 10 shields. So that's what it does. It's not 10 attacks, meaning, I'm sorry, it's not 5 attacks where I'm going to hit for, 11, 11, 11, 11, right? It's not going to do that. I chose this fight for a particular reason. If you noticed in the video before, in the scene, that healing totem right there, those are scattered throughout, and you can go there and for free heal somebody that is in your stead. All right, so here is where the Mistling is evolving. All right, Turtle Man has evolved into Floating Turtle Man, and his special ability got better, and then you get to pick one of these additional abilities, which will stay with him throughout the rest of the run, right? He has full shields at the end of the round. He does damage back. Whenever it's fully blocked by shields, he kind of deflects the damage back to them. So that's actually really good. I like how this works. It kind of gives you a feel of progression, but it happens, I don't know, it just feels like it happens so late. Again, it may be something I'm doing where I'm not evolving them fast enough. But I'm also going to evolve Mr. Tree Guy here in a second. Again, I know they have names, but they escape me at the moment. So he's going to evolve and look a little more adult, I guess, right? So here we go. He's going to evolve, and he's also going to get his special ability upgraded. So the Stone Storm is going to attack twice. It costs less, and he gets to revive twice a battle, or multi-strike. Multi-strike is obviously what everyone's used to, being able to attack multiple times. All right. So eventually, you're going to find yourself at the end of the road. You're going to find yourself at the very last battle, and here we are. That is the dragon I was telling you about. He has 250 hit points, but luckily, I was able to evolve my guys, and this actually goes really well. All right, so you'll see he's going to attack everyone for 5 damage. You see how that's going to work, but I have my my frontline guy doing 9 damage, my tree dude doing 5 damage 4 times, and even my backline little dude is going to be able to, do a little damage. And you can see what that did. I mean, we're knocking them down pretty quick. I do like the models that they used for this, and like I said, this was a Kickstarter board game originally before this game came out, and I actually backed the Kickstarter because I'm a big board game player too, and that's supposed to arrive pretty soon. But in the meantime, they released this game, which is, I think, based on the board game. I'm almost positive it's based on the board game. So yeah, it was pretty cool to kind of play this and try it out. I'm going to fast forward the battle in just a minute because, like I said, even with the boss, even though it's quicker, it does take a minute. So you can see we got him down to 30 hit points. We're gonna finish him off right here, and yeah, the monsters that you're gonna fight, they have debuffs and all that kind of fun stuff. So you just got to be careful what they're doing. Overall, the game's not terribly hard, and it's gonna run down, your skills that you get as you level up. You're going to get more of your little mistlings that you can use, and you're going to unlock more cards. This is like your typical card battler. There's nothing, nothing crazy about this that is unusual or unique, other than the fact that you're leveling up your mistlings, and it's got a quasi Pokemon vibe to it, right? So that is Dragon Eclipse. So once you beat the guy, you're going to end up back to town. You can talk to people and do things. So yeah, so that's Dragon Eclipse. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all again soon. Thanks for watching.